Welcome to Windy City Fantasy Football Playoff Edition.
It is week 14 and the two
15.
rounds of start over then.
One, two, three. Welcome to Windy City Fantasy Football Playoff Edition.
Week 15, the two rounds of the playoffs that we've got have started this weekend, and games have started. We've got games on Thursday, we've got games on Saturday, we've got games on Sunday, so
I think there's even a Monday game. Anyway,
but before we get started with that, what a great week for Bears fans. The Vikings lose Monday night to Seattle, and that means that they've lost to 3 teams that the Bears have beaten this year. They've lost to Seattle, they've lost to Buffalo, and as the Bears proved this week, they lost to the Rams. But the Bears, as much as it was great for everybody who's watching this video, did beat the LA Rams in Chicago. It was a great game. They pretty much controlled the entire game. And that's a really good sign going into the playoffs. Defense played amazing. Howard had a 100-yard game. Real good overall performance. And they can clinch the division, the NFC North, with a win this week at home versus Green Bay.
Sorry. I would like to point out, though, yes, you guys beat some teams that Minnesota beat, but Minnesota also beat the Giants.
Who's Atlanta beating this year? There you go.
Obviously, no one. Clearly, I just meant that, you beat some teams that Minnesota
Always
didn't.
got to rain on other people's parades.
That's what I do. I am the bearer of all bad news. So obviously the two matchups this week are Sam and Michaela, number 1 versus number 4, and Matt and Sue, number 2 versus number 3. So those are basically going to be what we're talking about this week. Everybody else is kind of playing for pride. So first, Sam versus Michaela. We've got Kirk Cousins versus Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, we got to understand that some of these matchups may change. I mean, people still can move players around and whatnot. Right. So we're going to just kind of maybe take a look at the bigger names on each team, not versus each other, but who's probably going to have a good game.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all good. I didn't know how we wanted to do this playoff edition. So, they both have stout teams. Kirk Cousins, we'll see what kind of week he has versus Miami. It's the Minnesota Miracle versus the Miami Miracle. I personally think the Miami Miracle was better just because that was a crazy play.
Kirk Cousins was not a part of the Minnesota Miracle, just for everybody's knowledge.
Yes, that was Case Keenum.
He was still in Washington.
That was Case Keenum.
Going nowhere.
I'm just mentioning that it was the Minnesota Miracle versus the Miami Miracle.
Kirk Cousins is awful and the Vikings suck and I hate them.
We all do. Michaela's got Todd Gurley. Hopefully he has a good game. He obviously did not do so well versus the Bears.
No.
So
he did not.
Hopefully he has a bounce back week versus the Eagles. Also in that game, Zach Ertz for the Eagles. She's got Mark Ingram. Phillip Lindsay's been doing good. Justin Tucker is a money kicker. So
Seattle's defense came through.
Yeah, and they're playing San Francisco. So
there you go.
So right now, Michaela's projected to get 108.4. Samuel again, has Ben Roethlisberger playing New England, which is...
He's relying a little bit on the Steelers this week because he's got Ben in, and he also has their third option at running back, Mr. Samuels, because Connor has had some health issues as of late. Playing against New England. New England, although they are probably going to win their division again, they are kind of in the thick of things for their positioning in the AFC playoff spot. With the Chargers beating the Chiefs on whatever day that happened to be now.
Thursday. Another hell of a finish. There's been some good finishes. Moving on, sorry.
Okay. Well, that leaves open the door for if the Patriots can win, then they can snag the number 1 overall spot, and then the playoffs in the AFC have to go through New England. So they're not going to... be kind of resting players to get into the playoffs and just go from there. I think they would much rather take this game very seriously. And is it in New England?
Yes. No, I think it's in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at Pittsburgh.
Okay. So, big game there.
Brandon Cooks, again, for LA, should be good versus the Eagles.
He's got Greg Kittle from San Francisco, so same game. Deion Lewis from Tennessee. Adam Thielen in Minnesota. And then...
the Texans defense, which is currently playing at the time of this airing. Or not the time of this airing, the time of this recording.
Yeah.
Right now, Sam is expected to get 109.3. So that would be, like, literally less than a point over Michaela. So... it's still anybody's game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first game. I'm sorry. I spent all day Christmas shopping. I'm tired. The second matchup is Matt versus Sue. As we know, this is a rematch of last week. Last week, Matt came out ahead.
Mm-hmm.
This week, Sue is projected to win. So we'll see how everything goes down. Sue has Phillip Rivers, who once again had a pretty amazing end to the game on Thursday. Last second touchdown, 2-point conversion for the win. And she's got Houston's kicker, who's getting her a bunch of points at this time. Of course, she's got her same money lineup of Saquon Barkley, Michael Thomas, the Rams defense. So, some good stuff going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew is playing Goff to the races, is playing Jared Goff against the Eagles, so hopefully he lights them up. Ezekiel Elliott versus Indy. Robert Woods, Juju Smith-Schuster. Should be some good there. Travis Kelce got you 6.1 points in the game, so not the best showing for him. Lamar Miller is currently playing, but doesn't really have anything going. Bears defense versus Green Bay. You gonna knock Aaron Rodgers around some more?
That's the plan.
Okay. And then Parkey, so we'll see. Hopefully he gets you some extra points. So right now, Sue is projected to have 107.1, and Matthew is projected to have 96.8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way it looks right now. But we shall see what actually happens.
Yeah.
So that is where we are in the playoffs this week.
All right, yeah, and the winners will obviously play each other for this guy.
Mom, Daddy.
Oh, look. Special guest star. Alan.
We're recording a video, buddy. They're looking at your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Come here, bud.
Uh,
Can you say hi to everybody?
no.
Okay.
Okay. We're kind of grumpy.
So today's
on that-
episode is
on
brought to you by
Can we stop talking?
Christmas carols
Can
and
we stop
snowballs.
talking?
and we will now stop talking.
This is a very short episode, so bye everybody.
That's all, folks.